stream. We are back live again. Should have been me. I still hate those dudes that are friends with or were friends with Aiden Ross. They sold the bag. I could be rich if people like that didn't exist. But I need someone to be like, yo, come stream here, and I got you. Place to stay as long as you stay streaming. I'm doing it. No failure. Non-stop. And we're back. Spiegel Auto. Last episode of this game made me like, bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care how perfect Baldur's Gate 3 was. It wasn't cinematically jumping the way it was in this game, bro. Like, you can't, no one can, like, say that to me. And I'm not dissing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm just saying, this game's a movie when it needs to be.
Clive,
like, they cooked. Yes, I'm back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
No more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolers from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It was.
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
No.
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Vivian. It's popping.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
Type shit, you know what I'm saying?
May have picked up one or two.
Why does his voice sound
well,
like that?
The fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important.
Of course.
A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Lore time.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Gotta go tell everybody that Hugo got pieced up, and I'm him.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look,
Yes.
he's crying.
That's funny.
He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Goated.
Finally.
And a new dawn is
It
broken.
does.
Thank you, Clive.
I cannot wait to share the
Hippocrates.
news. After Hugo
After
fell,
Kupka fell.
Ultima came to me. Oh,
Ultima
music has stopped.
came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, My investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Clive tells Hippocrates his info.
What subject shall we consider today?
Nothing. I did say. Everybody else, this is wonderful news.
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Hugo really hurt a lot of people.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Of course not.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
This dude, Clive, really sounded like he was screaming his heart out. Which I guess you could say he was, but...
It's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Damn right. He is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Speak with Mid. This way. Get out of here, bro. I need some of that top tier action.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It hasn't been her usual self lately.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
TikTok trend.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. The thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
God damn it. Can't stand mid. She always got these damn errands. It's about to be a trash stream because of mid. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Thermal plating designs.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will ya?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Man, making a ship duty. Or something called that. Gather necessary. What? I gotta talk to him.
You going after which one of these?
Gav, the goat. Let's go, Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So,
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Make for the river in the south, Velcroy. Here we go. That's quick.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
There he is.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Horrible. Yep. Friday, I think I'm out 7. Saturday, I'm most likely closing. Can go Saturday. Huh?
That should be enough for now.
Yeah, I beat it today.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough.
Probably won't play the third chapter tomorrow because I got a double whammy. Close tomorrow, and then I got work at 7.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What's wrong, Gav? You said
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk.
he said that he was gonna see if he'll buy it or not. He said he's waiting on a specific YouTuber to do a review that he watches. Fighting Cowboy, I think that was his name.
You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain? Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
Gav's a real one.
Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Back to Blackthorn. Damn. Lovely pace of Final Fantasy. Hard, but I have to push through.
Blackthorn.
For the content.
Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Quest complete. Letting off steam.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Of course. Report back to Mid. Teleport to her.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material
did
was
say
all but
that.
impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
What's her name is crazy. Alina.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine in
Burn,
which
generate heat. The
mithril
heat
is
is then
burned
harnessed to produce
generate
motive
excess
force.
heat is dealt
Excess heat
with
is
by
dealt
means
by
of
means
the
of
thermal displacement stack,
which
which
disperses the
dispersed
surrounding
now.
air.
Were
Only
we to
rely on
rely
thermal
on
plating
thermal
alone to achieve
plating
this effect. The rate
alone
of
to
excess
achieve this
heat buildup
effect,
would far
the
exceed the
rate
displacement
of
coefficient
excess,
of the
in other
plating.
words, The
The
reactor would overheat
and
and
eventually explode.
This is where the helm comes in.
That's
It
the part
connects
used
to the
use
plating,
this
you see,
thermal sink to
and
absorb all
serves
that
our
excess energy.
experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the... Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The force...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them.
I see.
Let's put it
Then I suppose would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
Put you outside the ruins. Perfect. This is gonna be a pretty boof stream. But this is the pacing of Final Fantasy, so to start, yeah, they got me being an errand boy right now to build this damn ship for the future. Where's this passage? It's under me. Yes. Is it? Bruh. It's not. No. I wouldn't have gone there anyways. Where we at? I was gonna be like a half hour has gone by. Music switched up. I need.
Ready, go?
Yeah. Forward. Black Widow. Flame on. They're dead. We're here.
Oh, there you are, Sid.
Sid. Thanks for coming.
The ruins.
Creature I told you about.
just over
Imagine,
there,
would you mind?
Of course.
I'll be right back. Let's handle this creature. It's about to be easy. Bang. hanging out the mud like nothing happened.
Anybody home?
Where's the creature? Oh, you see Torgal. What is that? Ew.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Alright, Torgal.
Kill! Nice try.
Anyways. You're kind of tanky. Fuck it. Come on.
Nice try.
Boom. Easy. And you're done. So entertaining. Bloody-eyed and a magic dash. There's the creature
The
problem.
things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
Of course I'm safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Quest complete. Letting off steam. Eye of the Warrior. And something for crafting. Give me fast travel back. Like nothing happened. After that, give Torgal some love. Ain't that right, Torgal? The GOAT. Thank you, Torgal. Go back to mid. Because she's mid.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Mid.
Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even start it. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what to do
What'd I
it.
do?
Well, if I were in need of obscure, I know whose counsel I would...
Tones? Yeah, well, I've got all the details written. Can you take this to him?
Lord. More errands.
Right away.
Damn it. Damn it, mid. Now this feels like work. Do one thing, do your job a little together. Like, damn, you could probably do other things. That's exactly what this feels like. Over here just jogging with it.
Hippocrates.
You have
Do
a
you have them
moment.
for you, Clive?
Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Take thermal shielding designs.
Shielding for
Whatever
a
the girl
mithril.
think of next.
What are these? She has some specific requirements for the
The
materials.
shielding needs to be able to
The shield
resist
yet remain
heat.
cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires, but a different
Different
approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more, and yet
Made a
we have
home.
made a home.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm. Nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection. I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past.
Thank you, Hop. And since you're asking others to help you...
I should too.
So you need a hand?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
Please,
The
someone
other
come with
can
you.
assist me in research. Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable.
Who I want to go with? I'm obviously going with Jill, man.
So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what...
I have taken the liberty of...
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews now, of course. They can be obtained with ease.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
Oops.
You too, Talia.
Yeah, she said good luck. Let's make this quick.
Now, where's Jill?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Purchase garlic and pipia nuts. Can do.
What do you want?
Yeah, that garlic, gang. Watch that tongue.
If that's what you want.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Purchase garlic. Huh?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
That garlic.
Ah, yes.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Cuts. Come and get them before... Come. You'll not find a bruised...
Alright, Jill.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Walk with you. I don't got time for this. You and your damn love stories. Oh, there goes the music.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Enjoy what?
No, Jill.
Being your
This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I don't think it's like that. Hooray.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Oh, wow.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be followed by a rig, perhaps.
Thanks.
Someone ought to...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Oppo.
Quest complete.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking. Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat.
Yeah.
A coating that should provide the protection you need.
Yep.
He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Well, not that funny.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Hooray.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
Jesus.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can...
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Mid.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was.
Oh,
And you
this
can
is
come
Sid's
too now
daughter?
that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first.
All right. I'll let Ot...
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's go visit this dude's grave, bro.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive?
Yeah.
Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the No excuses now.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of.
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Man.
He's trying to bounce. Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes held?
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention.
What tidings, Uncle?
My journey to Canada has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the ongoings in the free cities by which I learned from the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's projects to be quite valiant enterprise, I thought the Canberrian authorities would take kindly to the unauthorized of their dockyards, no matter how much deserted, and if rumor was already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I'd like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two. It might keep watch those who might mean our little fellowship ill and warn off any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal to your full consideration. Your loving.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
They can. My boy Gav got it.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid an...
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Sid. I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Rest in peace, my man Sid.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know.
He was cold. That's
The
usually
blight
where I
marches
got
on.
my lightning magic from.
And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we'd do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
They have a weird relationship. They grew up together as kids. 'Cause, Eastern Dalmatia. Torgal. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This is my chocobo. Ambrosia. Forward.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Oh shit.
All yours, Torgal.
Flame on! Forward.
So what do you think?
Game's too long for me to do side quests. I'm not that invested. Invested into the main story.
Nice.
Oh!
They have a hideaway of their own. And if you ever want to see it again.
Well then. By the wind. Aerial blast! Aerial blast.
All yours, Torgal.
Oh, yeah.
We've done the Republic a service. I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must
Auto mode.
be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive?
Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Meanwhile, seat of the Imperial Court.
I see the reports
Thunder,
are
my
true, Father.
controller.
You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The
This
empire
little kid
we
is
seek
the
to
emperor.
build
He
needs
don't even know
young
what he's
blood
doing.
to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion.
No.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen.
That dude's another, like, dominant,
Ere long, the
crazy
Imperial
OD
banner
power.
shall fly over every city in storm.
That dude's standing.
And then Valisthea.
He's a dragon.
All shall bow before their emperor.
You missed the last
Father,
episode.
These are the words of a tyrant.
Where I was fighting a titan. That shit was a movie.
They are the words of a god. The emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces.
They got
It is
a
time
dude with his dominance called Odin. It looks cold.
to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father.
This guy actually.
I find you much changed.
You sound like he about to tee up.
Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
Oh, snap.
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Where? Don't put your hands on me.
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Man, fuck heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over.
My boy Dion
Come,
getting
your
outplayed,
radiance.
bro.
The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring.
Tell him.
I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Left
Does
alone.
it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
But he don't want the throne, bruh.
I have suffered worse.
Think it's funny?
Count your blessings, Dion. For a
Dion, if I was you, just kill her where she sits.
born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Tell him. That thunder is hitting my controller a different type of way. Haptic feedback by the PlayStation 5. No. My boy Dion, bro, has to listen to his damn dad. The only reason why he won't do them wrong is because the people of the city. Dion's second in Legion. Another guy that he's in love with.
Won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No.
Yeah, they're lovers.
Has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle hardened.
So he's done watching this game.
It's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
He's done.
Thanks, Gal.
One!
All yours, Torgal. Farewell.
Let's go. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
Faster.
Get out of the way.
That'll do, girl.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Peaches and pears. Plates and
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? must be around here somewhere.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
No.
I'll take the large one.
Goats.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where! I've got a pal in Bock lad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure nothing else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Make for the Crimson Caravan.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
And stops next to the check.
Out of my sight, wretch. I've no use for... You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
This weapon is crazier better than mine.
Many thanks.
I have to equip that, John.
Farewell.
Curious to see what it looks like, though.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Explain. We got robbed.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion,
The Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes, and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and two birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
Eloise.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive. The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
To catch a thief. Prioritize quest. Speak with the furniture maker. I still wanted to really see this damn sword, but I guess I can't here.
Out of my sight, wretch! Peaches and pears.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the Mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
We will. Speak with the fishmonger.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked!
Why are you yelling?
Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Remember when half the people coming through here were traders?
Come and taste my peaches! They're sweet as nectar!
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Where's the other one? Oh.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snakes.
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Hansa, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Find Hansa.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears. Peaches and pears.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
I'm hungry.
Well.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings.
What?
You wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hansa, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far.
That
I need to
little
find him before his
fucking
employers
thief
do.
kid. Back over here. You robbed me. Potentially.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
I found you.
Oh, shit. I'm cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me a good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gil, me and my mates would have starved.
What, Torgal?
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Bruh.
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are.
Bruh.
That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people?
These people?
Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
I was tweaking.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the cast stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
That we do.
Oh, where is it?
This brother of the shorty that we met
So,
here.
What's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones, and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Hansa, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going? To Lateney's Cleft, then.
Blood from the
Laney's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
You better not have scared any of my birds.
Nope.
That's that then.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
Same. There was something.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
Lemon!
You should have minded your own.
doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
More enemies.
We got company! That's the lot.
We can win! It's over. Ogle, kill!
More foot soldiers.
Fewer now.
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. That Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
It will be a shame when they chop them off.
What?
But till then, let's make the most of it.
What's talking about chopping off kid fingers, bro? Y'all are using the kids to steal.
The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
Yes,
We're ready
sir.
when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Boklad. Kill him! Kill them all!
Let's end this now! Kill!
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses, Ah, and traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
We'll be glad to. Glad travel to Eloise, bruh.
Ah, Clive.
How goes
the
my
hunt?
doesn't get in your way.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpocket. I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Speaking of whom...
Oh, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots's pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then.
Don't you
But would it now? Sid.
Sid? How'd you know who I was?
Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, for a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive.
This is for you. You accept the Crimson Compass from Theodore.
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots's pass should secure you a place
Caravan,
on the caravan.
but
If you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach.
9 million. We'll
Try
try
the
the
caravan.
caravan. Quest complete. Blood from the stones. So close. Up. Level up. Been running errands this whole time with a little bit of boxing, man.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
Final
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Loki merchant. Better chill out. That's why I really hit him with this fucking fireball.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crystal.
What I really
Goots.
Here you are, Goots.
Try not to lose it again.
pass?
You found it!
Oh,
I think
thank
much
you
would have
so
killed me,
much.
of
I'll have to
course.
say thanks to El.
So should you, Hans. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again,
You know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss L's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's
Yeah.
hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves...
you stick at it.
And Goots.
I'm sorry
I'm
for
sorry for
stealing
stealing
your
your
pets.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer. I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make
Get
me
a
a
massive sword.
I'll
Oh my
do
god.
me best.
How cute.
Till then, eh?
This little kid's a little too mature for his age over here stealing. Bro's already went through puberty with that voice.
right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
Look kind of tough. Click that for a screenshot. Uh-oh, something important is happening. Seat of the Imperial Court.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dhalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Oh shit.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
What do you know of my blood?
Back to this level.
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in Gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
This bitch, bro. Can't stand her.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your
That's
Highness.
his dude.
And we shall follow him unto the very end.
The lovers.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown,
the traitoress Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death. Oh.
And the empire restored.
Oh. Putting that hard in. Till the next episode, because your boy gotta hit the bed, but you gotta tune in. You about to see that big old freaking dragon. Bahamut. But this stream was unfortunately dragging. But that's Final Fantasy. Now we're stuck on a cliffhanger. Till next time, stream. That's Final Fantasy.